at some point because it's marathon. Yeah. It's like it'd be like if Star Wars came back and there wasn't Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we're guaranteed to have him. It's just a matter of in what form and all that.
How they do it. What's her name? Jenny? The AI, the main AI that you start out with.
In old marathon?
That is
Leela.
What's her name?
Leela.
She dies?
Jenny, he said Jenny. Sort of? Not really? Do you want me to spoil it for you or
No, don't spoil, I'm not there yet.
Well, okay, here. So I guess I can spoil some of it. So I won't. So there are multiple timelines. Well, I've already kind of dropped the beans on that one for you. So I won't tell you what happens to her in your timeline in Marathon 1, which is like canon. But for Marathon 2 and 3, when they open them up, she's mentioned in 4, and she dies in all 4. So in one of them, the 4 take her back to their homeworld, and when they're like dismantling her, she like goes rampant and like destroys an entire planet. She just gets like completely fried in one of the timelines. In one of them, she goes down to the surface with the colonists, and that's the one where the colony gets glassed by the 4 and she dies. And then in the last one, she like lives all the way to the end until the working Caricature gets released and then kills everyone in the universe and she dies. So out of the 4 that she's mentioned, she dies in all 4. And then the fifth one, I guess, which is the canon one, which I'm not really counting as a timeline, but I guess you could. Something else happens to her that you get to experience live on stream, right? At TJcast this week.
Right,
everybody?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much for marathon stuff. I'm going to be amazed if we get through this and we get to talk about Overwatch, but I doubt it. All right.
Overwatch.
Ogrewatch? Dude, I don't even know which Overwatch it is anymore because we had Overwatch and then we had Overwatch 2 and now we have Overwatch and now I'm confused.
There's so many conflicting pieces to that, isn't there?
Yeah, is there going to be an Overwatch 3? Will there never be a new Overwatch update? Will there never be a new Overwatch game? If there is a new Overwatch game in 5 years, will they name it Overwatch 2 too? And I just don't even... My brain exploded a while ago. So
I think that they're leaning into the live service. This game is just named Overwatch. Kind of like Warframe has been on like 15 million seasons. It's just still called Warframe.
Yeah,
they learned their lesson.
The correct example to use there was League of Legends, the biggest game in the world. But yeah, we could say Warframe. Sure.
Can I tell you I've never played League of Legends?
That's kind of unfortunate. That's a good game.
I feel like I've been spared.
Probably a little bit. You probably get super addicted.
Everyone tells me that, well, the natural progression is you learn the game, then you go play ranked, and like ranked is like the most toxic cesspool they've ever experienced on the planet Earth.
No, Rust is worst. Rust is way worse. Like 2x worse. You never played Rust either, have you? Rust is way worse, I think, than League of Legends, but they are both pretty bad. I wouldn't say that League of Legends is much worse than like Valorant or Counter-Strike. I think I put it on the same playing field with those games. But it is, it's a little bit rough.
I will say I'm rewatching Arcane right now, and every time I'm like, maybe I install it, maybe I play it.
It's good. It is the most played game in the world for a reason. It is probably one of, if not the best game that we've ever made as human beings. It definitely has its flaws, and the biggest one being the kernel level anti-cheat that mines Bitcoin with your computer, and that's why I don't play it anymore. But yeah, I love League of Legends. Spent thousands of hours there. Great game. Not as much as you spent on Destiny 2, but General Grievous. All
okay.
Right.
That skin was sick with the marathon colors. Don't even lie. You loved it.
I did think that General Grievous was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought he was pretty. I thought the Boba Fett skin was crossover.
Yeah, I mean, anything that came out with Renegades. They had a separate one. They had a separate Star Wars collab where they had like the General Grievous and like all the different
Darth Vader,
like,
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, like all that stuff. That was good. Everything in Renegades,
You own Renegades, but you didn't play the campaign that they released with Renegades. Is that right?
I have not played any Renegades, and the content before that, Edge of Fate, which is like the core content for the whole year, with like small story pieces. I didn't even get through the story.
Wow, brutal. Did you kill the Witness though? When the Witness came out, all that crap? Or
Nope.
wait, that is Edge of Fate, isn't it? Well, I thought that was Final Shape.
No, that's Final Shape, and then there's Edge of Fate. Edge of Fate's the 9, that mission. If you played that, I feel like they would have had that as one of your first missions you could play.
I don't think
But
so.
I did not. I have never killed the Witness.
Wow, you didn't even finish the story.
No, we did Root of Nightmares, and that raid was so bad we didn't come back. It wasn't even worth spending the money.
Wow.
I bought Edge of Fate because I was like, it's a new Leaf. It's not the Witness. Let's see if it's good. And they have a Star Wars collab. That's gonna be fun. Like, sure, fuck it, why not? And this is probably that's the last I'll ever spend money on Destiny ever again.
Speaking of Destiny, do you see that they delayed the roadmap for Destiny 2 again? So this is the second time into the year. We're going to enter March without a roadmap for the year for Destiny 2.
Yeah, well, their original roadmap was falling in with Marathon's launch. They were supposed to do their Destiny 2 stuff around now. And they had to push it back. And then they're just like, well, I don't know what to do now. I think what they did is they also pivoted a bunch of the people working on Destiny to help out with Marathon.
Finish Marathon, get the servers out. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Poor Destiny.
It's the only way that you can get everything done in the amount of time they had from like the alpha to now, in my opinion. Like people are finite, so resources are.
They're finite unless you're Riot Games. Yeah, unlucky.
Unless you're Riot Games and you just never stop. You just keep monetizing everything.
Infinite money. All right. Enough about bad games. Now we get to talk about Marathon. Okay, so you watched the gameplay trailer, right? The 1 minute 30 seconds.
I watched it before I started yapping in your.
Let's start with that. What do you think? What do you think about that little guy? Anything important that stands out? Anything?
I'm sure that you're going to have something related to the gameplay that's like super insane. All I want to know what those events are, because I think that we weren't able to participate in those in anything that we played ever at any point. Because it wasn't in the public beta, was it?
Yeah.
The public alpha?
All of the events that we have seen and that they have teased were in the April playtest, but in the NDA playtest that we played, all of them were disabled for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah, so I played with them a little, but we didn't touch them.
I am fiending to get into those because like we've killed a general,
the red guy.
Yep. I want to know what happens when we go. I want to be like one of the first people in that on launch day, just to like see what happens, or like during the test. And then it just made me want to play more. Like that's all it did. I just was like, can I just have it already, please?
Yeah, every time I see a clip of them shooting the Waster shotgun, I'm just like, can we stop?
I knew that you would like the Waster. The Waster shotgun. I have the double barrel, and they had one clip of it, and I was like,
horrible.
I just want that with my DMR, and I just want to take pot shots and have you guys just collapse on them. That's all I want. It's just the strategy we do. That's all I want to do for like 15 hours the first day.
That's gonna be good stuff. I didn't get anything. I have nothing important to say about the 1 minute of 30 gameplay. I thought it was good. That's it. I don't have anything to say.
The thief grapple, were they able to use that momentum and just break the glass without meleeing it? I thought that was interesting, if that's true.
Oh, I didn't watch it enough. I think the glass was already broken.
Was it like cracked, but then they smashed through it just with like their momentum?
I don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
We don't need to watch it play by play like the other one we did. But that was like something to keep in mind, which kind of goes into the next top. We can go into the thief grapple because you have that on here and we didn't get to it last time. I think that's a good segue into that.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
We saw that in the peanut test, right? That's what you're referencing.
Yeah, so they've given us, we had the little YouTube short that broke down all of Thief's abilities, which is the first time we got to see everything, but we didn't see like cooldowns, cores, or any of that stuff for her. And then, the first time that we've seen like gameplay with cooldowns for the grapple is with Peanut. And yeah, he used it, and it is a 60-second cooldown, which is insane. Like, that makes it useless in my mind. Like, actually off the table, not usable.
Well, yeah, because all you're doing is waiting to use it to get out and get verticality to get out of line of sight.
Yeah.
You're not using it to engage.
Yeah, so like...
Because if you go all in, you're not getting out unless you win the fight.
Yeah.
And like the rest of the utility, well, yeah, the rest of the utility isn't good enough because the other, like what the bot is for recon.
Yep, she has a drone, which won't be anything, like it's not a combat utility, right? Her visor's not a combat utility.
No, it's not, yeah. So it's like strictly passive. It's like a passive playstyle inherently.
It makes me really sad that grapple. So there's like some saving grace. Is like we could get... I'm pretty sure they've confirmed a core that lets you have 2 grapples. So I guess you could have 2 grapples. There could be like a legendary core that gives you 3. There could be a legendary core that reduces the cooldown. So like we'll have to wait and see what all the legendary cores are for her. But like default, it's useless. You can't have a core every game. You're just not gonna have legendary cores all game. If that's what makes it good, not gonna have those. So.
Maybe better on Cryo Archive because then you can kind of like navigate. So if you don't know where you're going, you could use it to like get familiar with like where stuff is on the map. So like from a exploratory standpoint, you could justify it. Like we're not here to play PvP. We're here to figure out where everything's hidden.
We do one run on Cryo and we all play Thief, and then every other run for the rest of my 2,000 hours in Marathon is with someone else.
Yeah, basically.
That's what I'm worried. That's what it's going to feel like. It's going to be like, let's run around and use her visor a few times, and then like, I'm never touching this garbage runner ever again.
I mean, Thief as a concept and like a design is really cool because like we have the models because we got the collector's editions, but it's just like, I am never going to play that character.
Yeah, I'll play it as many times as the codex, right? You have to extract with each one or whatever to get the one Marathon symbol. So I'll play everybody a handful of times, but like I don't think she's going to be a regular like transition for me. I just don't think there's any reason. It runs into the same issue that Glitch does for me. Like my Kid Destroyer is faster. I get to use it more times. It does the same job and better than what Glitch does. And like the grapple on Thief, like imagine if that was like a 10-second cooldown. That would like really open it up to be like, that might just be better than anything if it was like 10 seconds and if I can make it shorter. But a full minute on that makes it useless, man.
It's just painful. You do the one grapple and the rest of the fight you're sliding around.
Yeah, that's horrible. Absolutely terrible. I was really disappointed when I saw that. I think I watched him use it. Like it was one of the first things that he did. I watched him use that, and like I just got so sad. And I was like, wow.
He didn't get nearly as much momentum as I thought he would. Like he couldn't clear a second story. Like if anything was 3 or higher, he couldn't make it.
Yeah, I watched him get stuck on quite a few things too. Like if you fell behind something, you just kind of fell behind it while you were stuck in the animation. Like it didn't have enough power to pull you like around things, like a Halo Infinite grapple, for example, where it like is just going to make you go to the hole no matter what. But like this one was weak, and that was really disappointing, I think.
Yeah. I would hazard a guess that they've changed it since that, or like they've like since that build that they put him in. I have a hard time believing 60 seconds is going to stick. That just seems crazy. I would like maybe 25. If you want to run it high.
Yeah, 25 seconds. And you cut that more than in half, and that's your high time. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And they went with 60. No, please, no.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, that made me really sad. We also watched him drive the drone around a little bit, and it looked... Well, I guess
you're
more
so exposed doing that. Like you were so exposed.
You also, we watched another thief drive the drone up, and like it was huge. Like it was massive. Like he did not struggle to shoot it at all, and that also made me sad. Like I was hoping it would be kind of small and like a little bit hard to hit, because the whole point is like half of the drone's kit is I go up to an enemy runner and I shoot him with the thing, and it pulls loot out of his backpack. And if I'm a massive, loud drone, how do I ever get away with that? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So
I think it's that's where I think it's like promoting a passive playstyle, which is why it's not computing for us, because it's just like not our style, because it's like slow, like messing with other people while they're fighting, like third partying, and like not necessarily engaging, but like stealing stuff and then getting out with it. I just like, because if you think about like team comps and you have like shit, I don't remember all the new names. Void, and if you had like a Void and a Thief,
Assassin,
and yeah, Assassin and Thief, and then like even Recon. If you had those three, you would know where everyone is. You'd be able to get out, and you'd be able to steal stuff and just get out. And like loot is the game, not PvP.
yeah, that's the Rat Squad. You built the Rat Squad, is what you made there.
Yep.
That's horrible. Absolutely terrible. I hate that. Yeah. So overall, super disappointed. I think with Thief. I think there was a good 2 weeks in there where I was like, "There's a chance that she's really good," and she's not. So
I would say the game's not out, so I'll hold out hope. But I just don't see that as a game style I care about.
There could be some crazy cores, but I don't think so. Yeah. On the Thief note, I wanted to cover this really quick. So what we're getting for Server Slam is no Thief.
What?
Yeah, so here's exactly what we will have access to in the Server Slam. Is it
basically the playtest we played?
Yeah, so you remember how you were saying that like there were some fun events that you saw that you wanted to do? So those
are enabled?
Nope, those will be disabled for Server Slam.
God.
It will only be allowed to play on Perimeter and Dire Marsh. Only 5 factions are going to be unlocked, so Sekaguchi will not be a faction that we can do quests for. We only get 5 of the Runner Shell, so no Thief. And then I'm pretty sure Rook is disabled as well.
No way! No way!
That's kind of what my reaction was, but I've seen 2 or 3 different accounts confirming that Rook will be disabled during the Server Slam.
Why would you have Rook disabled after a preview saying that you...
Why would you have Thief disabled after we watch people play with it? Doesn't make any sense.
And you put it in the Collector's Edition. You're trying to make it the flagship, like, 2. Like, put it in. Even if it's 60 seconds, at least let people use it.
Yeah. Yuck. Yuck.
That's crazy.
On that note,
I guess they're scared to do that now, because like I'm of the mindset like just let people play it, but then they did that with the alpha and that didn't go well. So
yeah, that's true. Actually, since you mentioned the alpha, so we had, as soon as the state of play ended, Bungie like sent out their contracts or whatever. So all of the paid ads went out. So like Pestily, Shroud, Landmark. We watched a ton of content creators make a little post that was like, hey, Marathon's looking good. You can play it on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam on this day with a little hashtag ad, or Marathon Creator, I think was the other one that we were seeing. And now the narrative of the Marathon haters has completely flipped, and they're like, all of the creators got their bungus bucks, and now they're glazing Marathon harder than anything I've ever seen. And that was jarring to hear, because for the last year and a half, all I've been hearing is all of those content creators completely crapping on Marathon for how it looked and saying that it looked bad. So that kind of blew my mind, but... Just an update from the Arc Raider boys for you, in case you were curious.
Oh my god, I love updates from the Arc Raider boys.
That needs to be a permanent segment, I think.
It is the equivalent to Fortnite.
It might be worse. It might be more like Roblox. Yeah, Fortnite's giving it a little bit more honor than it deserves. Roblox is good.
I can tell if they're glazing a streamer, their frontal lobe is not developed, and they probably have never seen outside of their high school. So
those are the ones, a little bit of drool still comes out if they hold still for too long.
Yeah.
That's great.
Painful.
Okay, so upon finishing Server Slam news, I wanted to just go over Season 1 really quick, and then I also
Okay.
wanted to get predictions from you, even though so
Okay.
far the prediction that you made was horribly wrong. So for Season 1, what they've confirmed here is that we're going to be doing wipes by seasons. So Season 1
goody.
will be 3 months long on the dot, so... What is 3 months after March? So like June.
May.
June. I think that's only two. Oh no, you're
March,
right.
April, May.
Yep. So it'll be in May sometime.
May 5th, if it's 3 months exactly.
So at the launch of Season 1, so on March 5th, on day 1, we will not have Cryo Archive, Thief Runner Shell, and Ranked Mode. Those 3 things will not be in the game on March 5th. Throughout Season 1, we will get Cryo Archive, Thief Runner Shell, and Ranked Mode. So those are the 3 big drops that are supposed to happen in the 3 months. What are our thoughts on that? You looked unhappy over there. I saw an eye roll, I'm pretty sure.
Not surprised. We are back on the live service cadence.
Unlucky. I like the map delay and that coming out later. I think we watched Embark have extreme success with that with Stella, and I thought that was good. I thought that was a good little thing that they did there. So I think I'm happy that Cryo Archive's going to be later.
But how are you going to follow it up? That's the thing. Like, they haven't released something in 6 months since then.
Yeah, true. They haven't done a single update to the game since then. That was all they had primed and ready to go. It was Matriarch and Stella.
They've just been killing
their player base.
Like their focus has been on supposedly cheaters and stuff. Anyways, that's not Marathon. I don't care.
I watched somebody break down Burnt Peanut's hours streaming, and he's dropped in Arc Raider hours by like 60% since the beginning of this year because he's been doing other stuff like Delta Force and Marvel Rivals because like they can't handle Arc Raiders anymore. And I thought that was kind of funny, but
interesting.
Ranked mode delayed, and then Thief delayed as well from not launch. Ranked mode's probably good. Hopefully that just gets delayed inevitably. We don't need that. Keep it away.
There's no way that they had Thief after the alpha, right? Like that's not a thing.
So, right now it's not. It won't be. It won't be in there on March 5th. But the next thing that
but I mean like conceptually, like the alpha, the pre-alpha that we played, it like. Why is Thief getting delayed so hard?
I don't know. It's interesting, especially since...
That's weird.
Like, she's the second runner we ever saw back in 2023, right? Like, that's...
Yeah, what's going on here?
That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit suspicious, but I don't know, maybe
they didn't have it in anything. Like, they kept it close to the chest, but, like, there's no reason to...
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like something story-wise, which we're gonna lead into here. So the DAT cards. Well, I guess really quick. Joe Ziegler, in like a little interview outside their Bungie studio, somebody was asking him about stat reports, about like how many kills you're gonna have. And he said they're not gonna have anything like Tarkov, where you can like track your deaths, kills, stuff like that. But he said at the end of the season there will be a stat for everyone to see like how many times you died and stuff. So I wanted to throw that in there because I was disappointed that we didn't have more, especially since we're going to do all the work for the codex. Why not just tell me my raids and my kills? But whatever. So, okay, so the DAT cards. It's the ARG material that they have been doing for many years. And in the beginning of January, we covered this too, I believe. We got DAT cards level 2, so it's all surrounding the T.W.K. That's their little website that's up. And so
I opened it and like messed with it, but I didn't do anything besides that.
Okay. It doesn't mean too much right now, but we'll get into it. So, DAC, everybody had DAC cards that were level 1, is what they like started out with after the NDA playtest in October. And then a couple of weeks ago, when they released it to go to the DAC cards level 2, there was like a little counter that said 2,000 people had to get their DAC cards to level 2. And as soon as 2,000 people got the DAC cards to level 2, they released the pre-order trailer and then like all of that stuff. That's their excuse for the timing, is enough people got their deck cards for that. So this morning,
Liars.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This morning they released a new set to T.O.C. .world, and it's all of the guns and like their 3D models, and you can open it up and you can like spin the guns around and look at them. And then in some of the descriptions for the guns, there were new DAC codes that let you get your DAC card to level 3. And so the suspicion that's going on here now is that, just like with like Tarkov and the Labyrinth opening up, and then with like Stella opening up in Arc Raiders, how enough people had to get however much loot, people are thinking that enough people have to get their DAC cards to level 3, and then that's what's going to allow us to have Thief in game, is what the running theory is. So, like, if we get enough people that have DAC cards at level 3, we'll have it on launch, or it could be way after. It just depends on however many people participate with the ARG material. But that's the running tinfoil hat theory right now.
That's a fun tinfoil hat. Where are you seeing this? Tell the viewers where you're finding all this.
All this information? It's
Yeah.
like multiple different Marathon Discords. Jake the All-Right has pretty good videos that are covering it. But all of like the DAC information is just on the Marathon official page. So if you go to, not page, Discord server. So if you're in the Marathon official Discord server, you can click on contracts. And that is where all the DAC card stuff is.
The contracts? Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, so
Man,
the little
I thought that the
rewards
contracts
and
was
all
how I
that
was going to
stuff.
get Arachne off me. I still haven't been able to figure that out.
He'll never get it off. You're Arachne forever. I'm sorry, but it's just how it is.
Give it away for me.
So yeah, all the DAC card stuff is in their Discord specifically. I guess there's a little bit in the intercepts as well, but like the person who's doing the ice breaking for the tinfoil hat people is Jake the All-Right, and he has videos showing you if you actually really want to do the DAC cards yourself, go to Jake the All-Right's YouTube channel, and he has videos explaining step by step what you have to do to upgrade your DAC card, and how to get in there. So that's the guy that I'd recommend if you want that.
Great, more content. Hooray!
Not the guy that I would recommend if you want to watch like Marathon Lore videos about the first games. He did a bad job. Don't watch those. So those are the DAC cards.
I did watch this video, and that's made me decide to play it because I didn't think it was explained very well.
Yeah, he did. He probably left the most out of the 3 options that you have. The other one is Mandalore Gaming. His is probably like the best breakdown-wise, but he also leaves out huge parts of Infinity, and he purposely left out a bunch of stuff of Marathon 1. So his are okay, but they're not great. And then there's another guy who covers everything super, super well if you're not interested in like playing through any of the Marathon games. And
yeah, but you like want to know.
Yeah, I played through all of them because I just like Marathon. But let me
say, like, it's arcadey, but it still plays really well. Like everyone, the community that's like helps keep that game going has done a really good job. I think that
definitely.
Once I started messing with all the mods that were available on Steam and in the workshop, I was like pleasantly surprised with how it played and felt.
Yeah, I was too. I was amazed at how well the game like aged, especially with LF1 mods. But so the other channel, if you're like super hellbent on learning the story of all the Marathon games, and maybe you're this big streamer who's not gonna have enough time to play all the Marathon games before Marathon comes out, I would recommend Shane No One Cares' YouTube channel. He has really
let's
good
change
breakdowns.
that narrative right now to I'm employed and doing this for fun. So I have to juggle those things.
Big streamer doesn't have enough time on his plate because he's got to grind to the new Ogre Watch update.
I have not even played it. I haven't even played it.
I watched him play on
I
stream a
played
little
two-
bit. Don't listen.
I played like 2 streams. It's been out for a week. I
Uh,
didn't even record anything off it.
That's on you, not me.
I know. Well, I have recordings, but I'm working on a video. But I'm not gonna tell you what the video is. But it's funny as. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Speaking of recordings, you were making fun of me on my TikTok for my high guard clips. I have like 28 gigabytes of high guard clips that I
Holy
am not
high
going
guard,
to
dude!
post.
Oh,
It's a lot. It's a lot of high guard.
Christ.
The problem is that I play a game and I turn the replay buffer on and I just have to clip everything. So it's terrible. It's just I'm a content machine.
Yeah, it's just a curse to be so good at the video game. Whereas I
It's
sit here
horrible.
waiting for a clip and I just die
Waiting
as a
for a
tank over
clip.
and over.
I've never waited for a clip. I'll be honest.
I'm not like actively seeking clips, but I'll just like get done with like a 4 or 5 hour stint, and then I'm like, man, those clips are gonna be great.
I don't think I'm
There's them
ever.
there.
I don't think I'm ever looking for them either. It's just like burned into my brain that if I do something crazy, I just reach up and hit the replay buffer button.
I just never do anything crazy. I'm the most average dad gamer ever without being a dad.
That's on the bucket list, right? Though. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else? What else do we have here? I just opened Twitter to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and instantly started seeing the ad section that I was telling you about. So that might be a bigger deal than we thought, but hopefully not. Anyway, the last thing, that I wanted to confirm here is the Durandal confirmation. So, so far, in current marathon lore-wise, what we know about Durandal is nothing. We have had the one trailer. It's the cinematic that the one guy made that everybody likes. Got cinematic of the years. Durandal's face flashes one time from the old games, and that's the only thing we ever saw. Then there's a lot of speculation that he's the one who is reciting the Osminus poem, and a couple of other things like that. I think his name's like painted on a wall in perimeter as well. But other than that, we have like nothing for Durandal. But because they hit their I don't remember any of the official words, so this is going to be super jumbled. But Sony had to release like who was on payroll for this year for tax reasons. And that's where we got a huge list of the voice actors, which is also what forced the YouTube channel to release that little short with all the voice actors. But one of them that they didn't say on the YouTube channel was Ben Starr confirmed as the voice for Durandal. So that's something we only know because of the good old US of A taxes.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the freedom. Let's go.
But they did hire someone to do Durandal, and I guess he's like a big video game voice actor too. Literally couldn't tell you who that is, but Someone in my chat yesterday, we were playing Destiny 2, someone in my chat was in, and he told us that he loved this guy that they killed off in year 1 of Destiny 2, and that's when he stopped playing. And then he said the name of the actor, and I was like, man, I don't know who that is. And I Googled it, and it was Buck. And I was like, I know who that is. So I'm really bad with actor names. So Ben Starr might be way bigger than I think, but it's just a guy for me so far. But it confirms...
Well, Google exists, so hold on, let's look.
Yeah, what's he in?
Date everything. Okay. And he dates himself.
The odds
Okay,
are not
great.
good so far. Okay. Anything else? Anything of note?
He's in Expedition 33.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, everybody likes that game. Wow, game of the year, right?
Hooray! Wait, let's see. He was in Survivor. It's confirmed. It's on his Wikipedia. It's on his Wikipedia that he's in Marathon.
There we go. It's been like a week since this news broke. I just forgot to mention it.
Let's see. What else is he in? Nightfall.
Like KN
You?
Nightfall?
Yeah, KN Nightfall Philippe, 2019. Okay, video games, here we go.
He's the bad guy king in Nightfall? That's awesome. He was an amazing bad guy in Nightfall.
2016 Quantum Break. Did you ever play Quantum Break? Oh my god, that game was so good.
I don't even know what that is. Educate me.
That was a 2016 game. It's really, really good.
In 2016, I still lived in Nazi Germany, and we weren't allowed to use electricity. So you'll have to update me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, famous actor, huh? Nice.
That I know.
Um, the big thing here is that we're gonna have Durandal voice lines in the new Marathon game, which is a big deal
Yeah,
because
100%.
in Marathon Infinity, where multiple timelines break, Durandal's just not in some of them. Like he dies on the marathon, or like he dies a bit later, and he's just like not non-existent in multiple of the timelines. So I thought that was interesting that they confirmed that we have a voice actor for him, which means he'll certainly be in our timeline at some point for something. So that was exciting. Um, and I hope we see Durandal. And I hope he doesn't suck. I hope they don't make it lame. It would be the worst story ever if, like, we get into the cryo archive and Durandal's just, like, hiding in there and he's, like, a weak little piss boy AI. That would make me so mad. But I have a feeling that that's what we're going to get. So, hoping that Durandal isn't lame in our universe. But we'll
There's no
find out.
way he's lame. There's no way. There's no way you do that. Not
Yeah.
after the experience I had in Marathon 1. There's no way. There's no way he's lame. I refuse.
And you haven't even seen Cool Durandal yet, because he becomes like a god in Marathon 2. He is so sick. But yeah, I agree. I agree there's like a low probability of that happening because Jason Jones is still in charge of the lore, and like he made first Durandal, so like hopefully he still likes that character that he made, but there's no
He
telling.
just hates his guts.
Yeah, I recently played a lot of Destiny that Bungie also made, and my hopes for Marathon are extremely low now. I don't know if I am in the same copium that I was before because of the Destiny doing, but
Yeah, you got context. Now you understand the jaded. But if you look at it this way, right? So think about this. That game, I put all that time in. I wrote it off. I got hands-on with Marathon, and I'm so back, baby. I'm so back. It's so worth it. I think it's just like it feels like a different team working on it completely.
it's a completely different game. I can tell you that
Yeah.
much. From playing as much of the NDA tests and then the public test for Marathon and then playing Destiny 2, they are nothing alike in any way, shape, or form.
They are taking a left turn into we really love this. Like they said in their Vidoc, where they're like, we love the genre. We wanted to do our own spin on it. We're really bought in on what we're doing, and we're gonna follow through. And I thought that was like really just like, fuck yeah, I'm so here for it.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that we stay away from some of the pitfalls that Destiny had. Mostly what I didn't like about Destiny was like the combat system. And Marathon is like it feels like we're playing Halo instead of Destiny. So I don't think I'm too worried about it. And then Destiny has built an amazing, very lore-rich universe. So like I'm not too worried about that. Really,
I wouldn't be.
Really, all it is that I don't like about Destiny is the gameplay loop of like my gun one-shots everything, but then there are bosses that take all of my bullets for like multiple cycles, and like that's the whole point of the game, and like power leveling. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of that. So, as I've been saying multiple times for the last few days on stream, I really hesitate to call Destiny 2 bad, point blank, because I think I just don't like it. I don't think that it's like Call of Duty bad. That's like objectively bad. I think I just don't like Destiny 2. It's just not for me, really, is all. But
and that's that is okay.
And that is okay. In fact, we would prefer it.
Yeah, don't even worry about it at this point.
Don't even worry about it. You're not missing out, huh?
You're good. Do you want to go
wish.
play? You want to go play like any of the raids I actually want to play?
Maybe at some point. Yeah, when I'll get a list of the DLCs that you think are best, that have like the best raids, and like on the summer sale or something, I'll pick them up, and we can definitely give them a try because I really love to see what the hype is all about. But I think I said it really well last night on stream. Like I played all of the free to play Destiny 2 content, and it wasn't good enough to get me to want to pay more to see what else they have cooking, and like. I don't know. That's the problem that we ran into. So
I'm trying to think through the raids that you have to pay for.
But anyway, Destiny 2 can never be thought of again until later this year. That's how I feel right now. That's it. We did it. We made it through the marathon news. Any big things that you heard about that you want to talk about that you didn't put on the Google Doc?
No, I'm mostly just going through all of their shorts right now and just staying on top of everything.
Making sure you didn't miss anything. Don't French kiss the silkworms. Did you see those memes from the Valentine's Day post of the Biomata kissing the worm? Those were pretty funny, I thought.
Yeah, those are good. I think that I don't know. It's like they're taking their aesthetic and they're just being casual with it. So I can appreciate it. And they're like setting a good tone. Like they're just kind of like we got to see what the vibe is with all the different traders and stuff. So we have a good idea. But like for people who have no context, like you have a pretty good idea after watching all the videos if that's what you're into. I would say you need to, if you're not going to play Marathon 1, you need to watch those YouTubers' videos because it just makes the factions so much more interesting.
Yeah.
So much more interesting.
Definitely.
Like Mida. Oof.
Mida's crazy. Mida, Traxxas, all of it goes so far back. There's so much more too, right? Like the Mizraya shotgun, which is the like regular pump action shotgun that we have in Marathon. It's called the Mizraya after the Mizraya massacre on Mars. Like all of that lore is so cool and enriched and like touches everything. I mean, it's the same with Halo, right? We have the B-33 volley rifle. The B-33 is what they called the battle rifle in Halo 1. That was its original designation. Or not Halo 1, sorry, Halo 2. So, like, there's, like, a lot of Bungie lore that's kind of all pushed in and mixed in with it. So if you don't know any of it, you're definitely missing out on like half of it. When we were running through Halo Reach, the forklifts say Traxxas, and all of our guns are made by Mizraya, and, like... that just didn't mean anything to me when I was 8 years old because I never played Marathon. No. But like this time running through, there's a clip specifically from Halo Reach where like we're dicking around with the forklift and it like falls off the edge, it crushes me and kills me, and the Traxxas is on my screen like close up, and I was like, no way, like that's Traxxas. Does everybody see that? Am I tripping? Like that's Traxxas. Traxxas is in Halo Reach.
And that's what they want. They want you to see that, dude. It reminds me of like Tolkien, like Tolkien's writing. Oh my god, it's just so detail oriented and just like so many little things. I just love it when artists and just creatives have an attention to detail that's just immaculate.
Oh yeah, it's like a level of fine touch that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, the AAA gameplay experience is like the fun gameplay loop part is like great for us, and I can't wait to play it. But I think the one thing from state of play to now that I think has been sticking out more and more in my mind is the fact that they have the codex in game, because in Destiny launch they didn't have it. It was all on the Bungie site. So having it in game, fully integrated with an actual story is really interesting to me because extraction shooters don't do that. And they're doing it with Marathon, and I just like with the Marathon world. And now that I'm like diving in and getting more involved with it, I'm like, oh god, it's a rabbit hole, and I'm about to find Alice in Wonderland because it's never ending.
Yeah, I think another big point to that is like the most loved games of like everyone across the board is like Halo 1, 2, and 3. And then for Call of Duty, it's like Modern Warfare 2 and 3. And like people love those because of the story, right? The Call of Duty memes that we always see were like the press F to pay respects, and when General Shepard betrays you, and when Soap dies. Like all of that is like very famous because people loved the stories in those games, right? And Halo 3 is the same way. And like we haven't had that for a long time. Like there's not a real story for Fortnite. There's not a real story for Apex. There's not a real story for Arc Raiders. There's not a real story for anything. And like Marathon is going to launch with a heavy focus on their story. And it is this awesome mystery that like we don't know what happened, and I think that's really pulling a lot of people in, and I think that's a huge reason for why it's so excited. And that's one of the biggest things it has going for it is like we haven't had a studio attempt a story game in multiplayer for a really long time because they decided it wasn't profitable anymore because we just want to make a BR and that's how we make money. So like,
we print money with skins.
yeah.
Hooray!
So I think it's really exciting to a lot of people that we're gonna get like a real story again for Marathon. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I hope they don't drag it out, and I hope we get like some big reveals at the end of season 1 or throughout season 1. I don't want to do 9 seasons before we get to figure out that Durandal's alive or something. Like that would suck. We want it now. We want it now.
Yeah, usually it's like every other. So like maybe at the end of season 3, their first year, I could see Durandal being released. If he's not in the first season, he'll be in the third.
Or like maybe that's when the 4 can show up. It can be at the end of this year. That can be our Christmas present.
Yeah.
We can have
and
the Covenant Phantom show up.
Well, that'd be both, right? Because like Durandal takes 4 away, so like they come back together. That makes sense. It's too neat with a bow. I hope that I'm surprised. I hope we're not right. We're gonna pull this clip out like a year from now and be like, well.
Yeah, I can't even tell you how many. They just started clipping me because every year I'd be like, this is it. They showed us Streets. It's coming out at Christmas this year. And then 2021's Christmas would roll by and we didn't get it. And then 2022 would come around. I'd be like, guys, we're getting it. Look how finished Concordia looks. And then we didn't. But trust me, in 2023 when Streets did come out for Christmas that year, I let him have it, okay? I was right that time. 1 out of 6. That's a pretty good track record, okay?
At least you're right 1/6 of the time. I'm proud of you.
That's pretty good. That 1/6 is... That's better than missing all of them. So...
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and you took them, and you got it.
Michael Scott.
No one can fault you for that.
They fault me for it. Wow. We did it. We made it through the marathon news. That's so exciting.
Yeah, an hour on the dot.
We're at 46 minutes, but they didn't teach me how to count in school either, so no worries.
Sorry, I'm going off of... What was I going off of? Oh, we were supposed to start at 4, and it's 5. Oopsies.
Yeah, no, that's my fault. We were getting crushed in Halo Reach.
Yeah, I saw. Don't worry. Noob.
Do you want to try and talk about these other massive topics that are going to take way more than 20 minutes? Or do you want to tell everyone your plans as big TJK streamer for Marathon and give us a schedule and then be done with this one for the secret episode?
Well, how about you go through your schedule? What are you planning on doing?
We will probably be live every single day from Friday to the server slam with nonsense. It'll be like a little bit of Halo, a little bit of Age of Empires. It's just going to be whatever. And then we will definitely be live for pretty much the whole server slam. 12-hour days, easy. Probably more. We're gonna see if there's a reward for level 60. I think that's gonna be my goal for the server slam. Is gonna be
Jesus.
And then and then at least the first week for the marathon release, I think we'll be live every day as well. So for sure, we've set some time aside certainly for all that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go hard for it. I think I'm excited.
Hard into paint.
That's my other job that I will also be doing. Yeah. Literally is the painting. What about you? What can we expect from TJay? What kind of TikToks do we get this week? When are we going to switch to marathon only TikToks? Will you be getting level 30 in the server slam?
I probably will. I'll probably try to get clips out probably after day 2. But it's just like balancing work and playing and editing just sounds like a project to me. I already have like all the stuff optimized, but the priority is hitting 30, and then we'll see how the XP train goes. I doubt I can do 60. I just like don't have the time because I have other obligations that weekend.
Yeah.
So I'll be like in and out. But I'm making space to optimize that time. I made my schedule today for work to make that work. And then
are you taking most of server slam off or just a few of the days?
I took, hold on. I just wrote I wrote it like 2 hours ago.
This guy's over here, and they're at work, and they're like, "Hey, we just got our store open." He's like, "Wait, guys, I gotta play video games." I don't know if you knew, but
I go, hey, I worked 15 hours the last 3 days. I'm gonna take my extra days off. Oh. So Server Slam is the 26th, right?
yeah,
And then it ends on the 2nd, Monday.
yes, sir.
Yeah, so I work until 1:30 on Thursday. And then I'm gonna be on, and then I have Friday, Saturday off.
Okay.
And then Sunday I work early in the morning again, and that's so that I have all afternoon to play. And then I work at 9:30 so that I can wake up early and play before the servers shut off.
On Monday.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't shut off at like midnight on Sunday.
They're gonna shut off around 10.
Easy. So you'll get most of it. A good chunk. A good
Yeah, I'll get
chunk,
a good portion. It's just not gonna be like the test that we like the NDA test that we played. It's not gonna be like that. That's like parting the Red Sea to make that happen anymore.
That was the greatest thing in my whole life, was that TJ was able to keep up with us in our amount of on time. That was amazing.
If I had it my way and I didn't have obligations, if I was retired, I would be doing that. That's what I would be doing. Let's see, March 5th.
We killed so many people. We killed so many people. We got put into the original Arachne crew on the Discord.
we were brutal.
War crimes would be the term. War criminals, I think, is the.
That is a good way of putting it. Thursday launch day, I open so that I can spend the entire afternoon playing, and then I have that Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
That'll be good. I'll on your drive home, I'll be like, the servers are dead. Don't worry about it. Don't hurry.
That's
Don't
why
hurry.
I was like, I'm like, I'd rather just work because I know it's not going to work.
Watch as it's all going to work, and the whole time you're there, I'm like, TJ, it's working.
In the history
You're missing it.
in the history of Bungie launches, that would be the one time is when I have to work is when it works.
That's what you get for planning around it. Okay.
They've never had a successful launch where there isn't like some crazy queue or people getting kicked out for like 6 hours.
Gee whiz.
But I mean, they have 60-tick servers and dedicated servers, so
it's gonna be horrible. Maybe. Especially since all of these streamers are so like thirsty for a game to play, and they're all going to be playing Marathon, which is gonna push even more people into it than it normally would have had. So yeah, I think it's gonna be chaos.
I'm gonna pull the like. I'm gonna ignore all the noise. That's my goal. I just want it to be like very insulated between like my community and yours, where it's just like I don't care about anyone else's opinion. I don't care what opinions form online. I'm not gonna look at the Marathon Discord. I'm not gonna look at like comment sections for like streamers that are making money off of just reviewing it, anything. I just like am zero interested in hearing it. I want to make my own opinion about the actual game that they release.
We're going to allow some of the stupid opinions in so that we can make fun of them on my side, I think. We'll allow a few in to execute them, but that'll be it. No others.
Okay. I'm excited to hear. I already know who you're going to go after. There's two, because you've mentioned them both already, and I know they're going to be
I have two targets already? Wait a second.
Yeah, I do know.
What makes you think it's only two? Wait a minute.
Because they're the two that'll get the most views on both sides of the coin.
Well, okay, obviously one of them's Burnt Peanut, but who's the other one?
Aztec. Because he's the Destiny side of the coin. Like, he's the Destiny player that goes to play Marathon. So his whole community, like, it's not even going to be his videos.
Did you see
go through his comments?
Do you see the video he dropped today where he said the Destiny 2 players are going to be the best Marathon players? Did you see that? May want to kill. Okay, sorry, carry on. I had to. Sorry. I got angry.
Yeah, they know how to find loot. They just don't know how to get out with it. They're all going to die. Destiny 2 players are so bad at PvP Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. He made a video and he was like, the Gambit players, the ones that Bungie forgot about for 10 years, they're gonna own Marathon. And I was like, dude, I saw your best, and it didn't even make me blink, bro.
I mean, if he wants to go off game mode, I was a Gambit player, exclusive Gambit player for a while. They have like titles for like playing out all the content, and I got the Gambit one.
You know, back in the day, anybody who told me they were good at PvP, we'd bring them over to Tarkov, and I'd give them an Alton and a Slick, and I'd take a PM in, and we'd see if they could beat me, and they just never could. So,
okay, but you're fighting this. They don't even know how to fucking reload their gun. That's different.
no, we gave them a quick tutorial. They were fine. I think the Destiny 2 players are the worst. They're bottom 5. They're not worse than Hunt Showdown players. Their IQ is certainly higher than the Hunt Showdown players, but they're bottom 5 for skill level in PvP that I've ever encountered. It's bad. It's so bad.
Their IQ level has to be high enough because their menus are so bad. They have to actually think and engage with it
That's
to get
true.
to the activity they want.
In order for them to engage in the PvP, their IQ has to be above a 60, at least.
I hope you know that Edge of Fate was when the Portal got released, and that is why I stopped playing.
Jeez, it's because of the UI system, huh?
Because of the UI. And that was like my big thing with remember when I was like typing out my review about the my feedback on the UI? It was like all UI based, because it's like if it's hard to navigate, it just makes it really inconvenient and annoying.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's the worst.
It affects the gameplay loop, and I think it's underrated, and I think it's important because like Tarkov, like once you get the system down, you can move through that really fast.
Yeah. Well, and they constantly make it better too. Very few wipes, I feel like they made it like worse when I came back to it. Whereas like, I don't know. I think Destiny's just going downhill with the UI system. But like,
the Portal was such a bad idea.
I don't know how else you handle it when you have that much content though. This is like, here I am, everybody's going to call me a Bungie shill. Like there's just so much. There's so much in Destiny 2. I don't know how you like condense that and make it look pretty.
I mean, it streamlines it for sure, but I don't know. If you come at it from the Tarkov angle, it's like knowledge is power, right? So then you're sitting there and you're going, like, I know how to navigate the menu to get the pinnacle drops. I'm going to go do those activities with people that know how to do that too. Versus like a Portal has a menu. It's like, okay, do I want a double cheeseburger with some pickles, no pickles, some fries? Okay, now I get my rewards.
I get my hamburger together and they go, actually, you have to pay for those pickles, but you can have everything else except the pickles.
Yeah. Hey, so the buns, those are free, but the entire thing, $40 for the entire sandwich. This is a Five Guys on steroids.
You can have one bite of the whole thing, but the rest of it you have to pay for.
God, I could go on and on and on. This. Oh, going again. Stop.
Yeah. Yikes. Destiny 2 has been a big yikes for me so far. That's what I'll say. So far, and also we're done. But you know. Anyway. Aztecross is way easier to make fun of than Burnt Peanut because Burnt Peanut doesn't say stupid stuff that he means. And I've never seen him have like a really brain dead take. Whereas the Aztecross guy, who's like new to my orbit, didn't know he existed until a few months ago. That is one of the dumbest human beings I have ever encountered in my life, and he has such a big ego.
Well, yeah, he has a big ego, but also on the flip side of that, he's also a huge troll. Like he's just trolling everyone.
I don't know if I believe that.
No, he is.
I can see some of the trolling, but some of it, I think he's serious about, and it hurts. It's like watching Landmark when he opens his mouth. I'm just like, stop talking, please. But
everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong. That's why it's an opinion, Chuck.
I guess I'll just have to kill them all so that they stop sharing it. But anyway, no.
In game, of course, in game.
Out of game, in real life, many times.
See, that is bad humor.
It's not a joke. Okay, I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
We're not going to bully Burnt Peanut. He's fine. We'll let him coast till he says something dumb. But
well, you just don't all get defensive.
we're going to let everybody else have it for sure. We cannot let them get away with saying stupid stuff like the game was visually complete in April. That is one of the worst takes I have ever seen in my life. And he died on that hill, just for the record. Absolutely died on that hill. But anyway, that's it. We did it. We did the marathon thing. Now everybody knows when to be on to watch TJay, our favorite streamer. I'll be in the chat with all of my view bots because that's new and popular. That's it. That's all I got. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to add to finish the secret episode, or any fine words?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
No, I don't have anything else to say. I'm ready for the game to be out. Get me through February. Let's play through March.
Escape will make me God. Those are my final words.
Escape will make me God.
All right. All done.
Good last words.
Yeehaw!
Yahoo!